How to heal your broken heart. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about healing your broken heart. You are feeling absolutely heartbroken in one way or another. It could be from a relationship, from family issues, from work related issues, whatever. So hold on and keep watching. Point number one, a broken heart reflects to me broken expectations. Now, broken expectations can be from something that you expected that you didn't have to, or something that was the other person's duty and it was completely their responsibility to fulfill that expectation, but they failed somehow. My go-to move is to lower my expectations from the entire world. I was one of those romantic kids with high expectations from my partner, from my family, from my future husband, all kinds of things. But as life went on, I realized that the only person that can fulfill my expectations is me. And for others, I have absolutely no control over other people's actions. So if someone is not able to fulfill their duty towards you, which means something that they're legally required to fulfill, I'm talking about formal places such as an office or a school or a college, there are expectations that they are supposed to fulfill, and if they're not doing that, there is obviously a formal procedure to complain and to take care of all of that. But in the informal situations, which is what this video is mostly about, is to know that your expectations have been broken because of one or the other reason. What does that broken expectation tell you? Does it mean that the other person doesn't give a fuck about your feelings? Does it mean they were protecting their own selves and had their own priorities straight, and you were the one who was wrong to try to expect something from them? This is a kind of analysis that only you can do for yourself. But the trick here is to be objective. You have to know if your broken expectations are your responsibility or somebody else's. Point number two, being self-reliant. This is my go-to move that I talked to you about in the first point, is that I become as much self-reliant as possible. From the simplest of things, which is paying my bills, to doing my own laundry, doing my own stuff. I know in our society we have these gender roles that a man is supposed to do the work outside the house and the woman is supposed to do the inside the house, and the parents are supposed to. There are lots of fucked up rules, but the most important thing for me has been to become self-reliant and to start taking care of my own shit, no matter how difficult it is. So as soon as I started my college, I began looking after my dad's business and hustling on the side so that I could make enough money to keep my smaller expenses going. And for my master's degree, I decided that I didn't want it to be in the same country and the same house, so I left home, and since then I have never ever been home for more than 2 months, which is like the longest vacation at one point. Other than that, I don't stay home. I don't expect my parents to pay my bills. I don't expect my parents to do things for me. I don't expect my mom to cook for me, to do my laundries, or for whatever favors that in my culture, typically in the Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi culture, typically women expect either their dads or husbands to do this stuff. Now I know there are many women who may not be in a position to take care of their own selves because their family may not allow them, and this and that, and there are all kinds of reasons. But I'm talking if you are in a position that you are able to look after yourself, if you are educated, if you have a professional degree or something, if you have a sane enough mind, then remember, nobody on earth is there forever. Okay, so at some point people will leave you, your parents would leave you, at some point your husband might either naturally or for whatever reason decide to leave you. Anybody can leave you, and when people leave you, you're not gonna be left behind with no expectations and no home and no bank account and no nothing of your own, right? So always try to become self-reliant, because this is a big bad world out there, and the more you depend on other people, the more you'll have a broken heart for the rest of your life. So the best defense against all the hurt in the world is to not expect too much from others anyway, from the very beginning itself, right? The third point is also an extension of what I just said. And the third point is to manage your expectations, whether it is from your partner, whether it is from your children, whether it is from your parents. Yes, all of these relationships are our loved ones, your siblings, your friends, people around you, your work colleagues. All of these people have some kind of an informal bond with you, and they are supposed to have your back, they're supposed to look out for you, they're supposed to provide you emotional support and be loyal to you. All of this is fine and fair, but at some point think about it. Are you expecting too much of them? Are you making them suffer for your own problems when they don't deserve it? Is your shit, is your crap storm that you are stirring coming back to them and disturbing their peace? Are your actions bringing trouble to them? Or if the situation is exactly the opposite, for example, your brother or sister has a toxic marriage and their trouble, all the bad things that are happening in their life is somehow coming to you. Somehow you are getting dragged into their fights. Somehow you are the one who's blamed for everything that's going on between them. So what is the line here? What is the boundary here? Respecting boundaries is a huge step towards managing expectations. I will, if you want, make a full length video about managing expectations, and if you want that, please drop a comment in the description below, and please tell me if you have gone through such a situation in your own life where you were getting dragged into someone else's shit and you were maybe dragging somebody else's into your trouble when there was absolutely no need. Could be either way, right? So let me bring the overall point home by saying that to heal your broken heart, you have to understand the complexities of your relationships. You have to be able to, at least with some objectivity, see your own faults and see the faults of other people, and draw the line where it is right and fair, and accept the reality for what it is. Okay, again, it is a huge topic and there's a lot that I could say, but for now this is it. Please take care of yourself. I love you. Bye bye.